This barn is in view from a state highway. I've had two people want to buy services. One's 800 cows, another one's 400. So this is a workshop we built. It's supposed to be in the video. 2011. A couple years ago. Very busy place right now this time of year, and kind of fixing, patching everything up. That's what you cut hay with nowadays. Kind of crazy. That piece of equipment there costs as much as that barn. With the equipment, and the tractor's a specialized tractor. Right to the tractor. This is the rear one. The front one's off now, getting repaired already. And it has to have a front PTO, front arms to lift it up. That's an additional $60,000 or $70,000. So it's kind of crazy that this here costs as much as that barn.
Jesus.
All about efficiency, though.
Yeah, you got to get things done. You got to get it done timely for a quality forage. If you don't have quality forage, you don't have a quality animal. Just like comparing child health from us to, say, United States to, say, Vietnam.
So you grow your own feed?
Oh yeah, everything. That's the next. And so we, with our manure system, we'll walk by that. You don't have to get in it. We have storage.
That's right, I'm rubber sold.
Are you? Not deep enough.
True.
And it really works to our favor having storage, which Equip help with. We pump from out here up to a lagoon, and then we can put the manure on as needed. Favorable weather conditions, no snow, dry. You're not supposed to spread manure the day before it rains, the day it rains, or the day after. Well, that day before rain is tough.
Yeah, how do you know?
You don't. This will eventually have 4 alleys. This is going to be our feed alley. And these are what we call the manure drops. There's a 3-foot pipe that goes to that, and that's an elevation change turn. And it drops down to a lower level because you got to maintain a 1% drop. That goes down to the concrete tank. And there will be, well, we got one formed up there the other day. And we just pull a cover, scrape, very efficient, down to the tank and pumped or spread or whatever we want to do.
From the very end? Or do you have a drop down there too? No?
It slopes this way. That's another thing. You can't have a slope without something here to stop things from leaching out the door. That's part of the inspection. And so it's a 6-inch slope, which is more than enough to keep things coming this way. Actually, we use a recycled tire to scrape with. It's kind of like a squeegee deal. And it's U-shaped, half a tire.
Do you have to put a berm out here?
You don't have to, because that's there. Who's ever scraping has to be awake, not doing 20 miles an hour when you hit that, or they'll be outside scraping. So that's about it. This here is 304 foot long. We'll have 534 stalls in it when we get done, hopefully in a couple months.
And then we'll have like 1,200 with the new addition.
And
the structure.
They built the structure. We'll do the concrete. Of course, we had to hire the excavation for all the manure system. We just had well put in, water lines. That's what's sticking up out of the ground.
So are you feeding the cows all the same thing, or do different farmers want different things depending on what their milk is?
That would all stay. There's some requirements you got to meet on protein, energy, and all that, and that's due to size. But no, I would never change it for that.
Each age gets a little bit different ration, but for the most part it's pretty much the same all the way through.
Then when they go to milking, it's a high energy diet. It takes a lot of energy to make milk. We're more of a protein-based growth bones, flesh. And so that's, no, you could never. Well, I guess if you really want to custom tailor something, cost they're pretty simple. And that's part of the whole biosecure reasons. People like only their heifers in your place and across. Great thing for a town. I don't know what the state thinks about it. There's some towns that have a real fight about it.
Yeah.
But Wing Street area, which is it's very poor soils, heavy, wet, nice fields. Nobody farmed there for years, and we started doing some, and they put windmill roads, made them very accessible. I mean, places I wouldn't even farm now if it wasn't for the windmill road. get back in there and get to them and everything else. So, I mean, it was two-sided for us, which I didn't realize the roads would be so handy when they first started doing it. Of course, we weren't going to get any here because we were too close to 39.
Right.
Because of the rubbernecking law.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to lease our land. I said, oh, okay. And there's one right out here. The base is right in our field. We have 2 in fields, 2 in woods.
Right here on the other side of the trees, yeah.
Yeah, and the state changed the setback limit. All of a sudden we got 4. I go, what? So that was that deal.
And so what do they give you? An annual, something annually or monthly?
It's $37.50 per windmill, or 3% of the gross, whichever is greater. So then there's a land lease in there, which is $2,000 or $3,000
Right.
per year. If you got 1 or 20, they give you I think it's 3,000 land lease for what the land they're using, and then they have at the end of the year we're actually getting a little more. We're getting a 3% of the
You're
gross.
getting- right.
Who's policing that 3%? I don't have a clue. That they spoke of that when they were originally talking. Who's going to kind of
Yeah.
oversee this to see if you guys are really doing this?
So they give the town reports or something?
No, we get nothing, we have nothing to do with it.
So we're taking their good old word for it.
Oh, so how do you keep track? I mean, how do they? I mean, as far as the 3% of the gross.
We have no idea what.
Right.
All this goes to Arcade.
Yeah,
Goes on the grid, which is like a water line.
Right.
I mean, am I getting my water? We just don't.
But you don't know which one's doing which, right? You can only add it all up
yeah,
and divide
so
them out
They know because they're all on computer.
They have
individually.
They have a meter
Individual.
down there. Donnie
Yes.
King told me one day it was windy. These are 1.5 megawatts. That's per hour, and there's 67 here, so I would put that up to a little over 100.
Right.
He said on that windy day, he said the meter was like 99, 99.2, 100. He said they were cranking that day.
Yeah.
And
Right
so-
now, they're cranking.
probably.
Yeah. So anything over 6 miles an hour, they're gonna get full capacity.
Well, it's sheer wind. It's what's up there, not down here.
Well, there's always more up there.
Yeah.